Big show today.
Good morning, Lutheran South, and happy Friday.
We hope you had a great week, and remember, only one more until Thanksgiving break.
Stuco hosted a blood drive on Monday where 34 gave blood and 102 lives were saved.
Okay, so a couple weeks before we start sign-ups at lunch, and we do it like online through the Later Weekly too, and we just get people 16 or older to sign up, and then they come the day with their ID and all their paperwork, and then they're ready to give. Our goal is around like 25 to 30. This year we have 38 signed up, but it's always a little bit less after like people can't give because of iron or different reasons. My favorite part is like seeing all the people who actually want to give, especially like high schoolers, because obviously they don't have to, but at like 16 or 17, it's really cool that they want to like impact the community.
House Rush beat House Fun in the playoffs, making them this year's LIL champions.
Congratulations, House Rush. In other news, Key Club is collecting items for moms and babies. They need diapers, wipes, wash, lotion, and baby clothing. If you want to help out, bring any items to your Kairos.
Soccer came first in districts after beating Bayless. They play tomorrow at Clayton at 5. Admission is $10, and tickets can be found in the link that Jacob Reese sent in your email. Buy a ticket and be there to show support for your Lancers.
Theater recently had a highly successful production of Godspell, one of the very last performances in the Coleman Center. Beginning next year, we will have a new theater facility where the production of Little Women will take place. But for now, let's look at how far we've come.
The theater program at Lutheran South has been an active part of the community since the school opened in the 1960s. Lutheran South was members of the International Thespian Society in the 60s, but was unfortunately discontinued due to unforeseen circumstances. The program would perform religious dramas in chapel to convey Bible stories to the student body. Lutheran South has done a variety of shows throughout the years, ranging from Bye Bye Birdie, Pirates of Penzance, Carnival, My Fair Lady, Music Man, The Little Mermaid, and so much more. Since the current theater teacher, Flan Peters-Baku, took over in 2020, the program itself has gone from 14 members to a whopping 1/5 of Lutheran South's school population. She also reopened Lutheran South's chapter of ITS, and they are taking their first ever trip to the Missouri International Thespian Society Conference this January. We got a chance to interview Flan about theater.
What was it like doing theater during COVID?
COVID was quite an adventure. Can you actually do theater during COVID with all of the restrictions that we had? And I said, absolutely. There's lots of things we can do. We can find a way to do this. So what we ended up doing was a short play called All in the Timing. And it was great. It's 6 little one-act shows, and we got to pick and choose what we wanted. We had just the number of students that we needed, and it was a great opportunity for the kids to kind of overcome the diversity that they had had during 2020 because they got shut down. So when we came in, we did a full play. That season, we were the only activity in school that did not contract COVID from each other because we were so diligent about taking care of everything.
Wow.
We managed to have an entire play. We had a full house every night, and we had a great time.
How would you say the program has grown since your arrival?
When I started, we had 13 students. That was actors, technicians, artists, everything that we did. Right now, we have 97 in the program, so it's kind of grown exponentially. Every show we do, people are more interested. Everything we do is a little more engaging, and the kids are getting excited. There's kind of a misnomer that the theater kids are the weird ones, but we've had football players, baseball players, soccer players, cross country, volleyball, cheerleaders, lancerettes. We finally have a place where everybody can get involved. There's something for everyone. And if you want to do it, even if you just want to try it out, the doors are always open. We love to have kids come in who have never done it before. So it's been great.
What was your favorite LuSo show that you've done?
Probably to date, my most favorite show has been Seussical, because it was bright, it was cheerful, it was a lot of fun. We were able to bring in middle schoolers. Now, this was the second time we had done it. The first time was miscast, and that was a great opportunity. But this time we had kids come in, and they're still with us today. So they're going to be on their 5th year of being on our stage, just because we opened those doors. But that show is one of my favorites. I love the visuals, I love the acting, I love just the silliness of it all. It allows us to have fun, work really, really hard, but really not take ourselves too seriously. And Dr. Seuss is great with that.
And what are you most excited about in the new building?
There are so many things that I am excited about. The new building is absolutely gorgeous. We shot for the moon when we set everything up. I actually came in as a consultant on the building. I wasn't hired just to be a teacher first. I was talking with Dr. Butterfield about what do you need in a theater and how do we go about doing this. And so I asked for absolutely everything we could possibly hope for in a theater, and we got a majority of it. It's really exciting to see that we're coming from a space where in 1983, it was brand new and it was great, but they never even hung the lights. And this time around, we have the technology of today. We're getting to learn how to use equipment that can be used in colleges and professional theaters. We're getting to train our technicians and our actors on a stage where they can really grow and be who God created them to be. It's exciting to watch the growth of the kids. I'm excited about the shows. I can't wait to get on the fly productions in here and start flying people around my space. That's going to be so much fun. So I think I'm really looking forward to flight.
Tell us about a struggle you've had in your current position.
Well, the hours are a beast. I think my biggest struggle is the time commitment, because not only do I teach ASL, I have 2 students, I have a high schooler, I have a middle schooler, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm all these different things, and all of those things kind of get put on hold to be able to pour into my students and get those shows on stage. So my biggest challenge, I would say, is trying to be mom through all of that without losing sight of who I am and what the kids are capable of. The lines get kind of blurred, and I'm really, really blessed to have a family who knows what I do and loves what I do and allows me to do it and get involved as well. So it's probably the biggest part.
Girls basketball has a jamboree at home, and it starts at 11. They will play Koryezu, Potosi, and U-City.
Boys basketball has a jamboree at Melville at 5.
Now it's time for our Week in 60 with Dalton.
Hi, I'm Dalton Abbas, and this is your Week in 60. Tonight at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, the highly anticipated boxing match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul finally takes place after being delayed due to Tyson's health. With a 31-year age gap, 58-year-old Tyson faces the 27-year-old Paul in a match featuring heavier gloves and shorter rounds. It's Netflix's debut hosting a major live sporting event with Paul, entering as the favorite. President-elect Trump continues to build his cabinet, naming Rep. Matt Gaetz as Attorney General, Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence, and Senator Marco Rubio as Secretary of State. A mysterious glowing undersea creature first discovered 25 years ago has finally been identified as a new species of sea slug, Bathydavius cadactylus. The new study calls it the most comprehensive description of a deep-sea animal ever made. The Biden administration announced Tuesday it won't suspend military aid to Israel despite a U.S.-imposed deadline to improve the humanitarian situation in Gaza expiring. Officials cited limited progress in additional aid flow after a letter warned Israel of potential cuts in aid if conditions did not improve. And that was your Week in 60. Tune in next week for more information you were probably already aware of.
That's all for today's announcements.
Always remember, don't have a so-so weekend.
Have a LuSo weekend.
Well, it's a big show. Big throated